Well, here we go again. I finally get around to playing a game I've been dreading, and I can't help but laugh at the sheer stupidity of it all. That's right, I'm about to play Spider-Man 2, but only after I finish Until Dawn because, well, backlog. If you're a gamer, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The ever-growing pile of games you actually want to play, while the industry keeps dumping out overpriced, agenda-driven trash that no one asked for. And yet, despite everything, I'm about to dive into Spider-Man 2. Under protest. Welcome to the Snake Pit, where we're full of bile and venom. I'm your host, Snake Daemon, and today I'm looking at and laughing at yet another industry failure. And right now, the laughter is aimed squarely at Sony and Insomniac's Spider-Man 2, which has just shambled onto PC with all the excitement of a pigeon that's flown into a closed window. The response, absolutely laughable. As I said in my Spider-Man video, the only reason I'm even considering playing this is Tony Candyman Todd. I've been a fan of his since the 90s, so I feel obligated to hear him voice Venom. But beyond that, I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot web line. And clearly I'm not alone. At the time of writing this, just over 19,000 players are in-game. That's the first weekend. To put that into perspective, Elden Ring was still pulling in over 500,000 players months after launch. Even Hogwarts Legacy, which was supposedly cancelled by the perpetually offended, had over 800,000 concurrent players at its peak. Spider-Man 2, meanwhile, is limping out of the gate, and I don't need a spidey sense to figure out why. The reviews are mixed. The excitement is non-existent, and the game is infected with one of the most cancerous parasites in modern gaming, Sweet Baby Inc., or as I call them, Screaming Baby Stink. These people have latched onto the gaming industry like an infestation of termites. They demand recognition, lecture the audience, and shove their ideology into everything they touch. And what do we get in return? Half-baked, underwhelming products that alienate their core audience while failing to bring in a new one. The arrogance is staggering. They genuinely believe we owe them something for the privilege of buying their games. And yet, here we are watching Spider-Man 2 crash and burn on Steam like every other DEI disaster before it. Let's break it down. 20,000 to 25,000 sales at £60 a pop. That's at best £1.5 million. Factor in Steam's cut, taxes, development costs and porting expenses, and suddenly it's looking a lot like this game wasn't worth the effort. And let's be real, how much of that revenue even sticks around? Sony has been bleeding money for years now, desperately trying to push their live service nonsense while pretending PlayStation exclusives are still the golden ticket. The numbers tell a different story. And let's not forget the sheer immersion-breaking nonsense they shove into these games. At least give us the Middle East version, you know, the one without all the virtue-signaling diversity flags littering the city like corporate graffiti. I don't care what someone's pronouns are when I'm web-swinging over Times Square. I care about playing the damn game. But that's exactly why these games, you know the list, keep failing. Alan Woke 2, Spider-Man 2, Suicide Squad, Burn the Industry, Indiana Jones and the Glory Hole, Dragon Age Fail Hard. All big budget, overhyped, overmarketed flops. And what do they all have in common? Studios more concerned with ticking ideological boxes than delivering a game people actually want to play. The pattern is undeniable at this point, but hey, Sony and Insomniac will probably learn their lesson, right? Oh wait, no, they'll just double down, blame toxic gamers and keep running their IPs into the ground, and people wonder why the industry is in the state it's in. Thanks for dropping by the Snake Pit, where we thrive on untapped potential and lost opportunities. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell, like the video, and leave your opinions in the comments, where, naturally, I won't read them. Until next time, stay venomous.